Ciao amici, benvenuti al Facile come Italiano. Io sono Reza, è un piacere conoscervi. Hello guys, welcome to Easy as Italian. I'm Reza and it's a pleasure to meet you. We named this session The Most Important Phrases in Italian Part 2. We taught the Part 1 and we said things like per favore, please, prego, you're welcome, grazie, thanks, and we also taught a verb, ringraziare. We said how to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and also good night. So in this session, we want to say more professional things and also complete some things because your grade has gone higher and I have expectations from you. And in the first, we would start by knowing how to introduce ourselves. Well, we already know the pronouns from the first session. We also know the verb essere, that means to be, and we talked about it properly in the last session that was about the Italian verbs pattern. So we have everything we need for saying and introducing ourselves. We would say io sono, I am. Io, I, sono, am, and then your name. Io sono Reza. I am Reza. And as I said, in Italian you can also delete the pronoun, and that's actually a very usual and common thing, so you just say sono Reza. Literally means I'm Reza, but in Italian it means very much better. Now I want to say I am Reza and I am from your country's name. For me it would be Iran or Persia. So I would say io sono Reza, I am Reza, and I am from Persia. We have learned all the prepositions. We have talked about all of them. I have taught you how to use them and what are their meanings, so we don't have any problem now. Io, I, sono, am, da, from Iran. Io sono da Iran. I am from Iran. Io sono da Persia. I am from Persia. Very easy. Now I want to say I am Persian or I am Iranian. Iranian. Well, different accents. Io sono iraniano or io sono persiano. I am Persian, I am Iranian. This was the thing. And now another common way to say that you're from a country in Italian is that to say I come from that country or that city, doesn't matter. And for that you need the verb venire, that means to come. Now we would say the conjugation of it. It would be for the present tense. Vengo, I come. Vieni, you come. Viene, he or she comes. Veniamo, we come. Venite, you come, all. And vengono, they come. Very easy as drinking water. Now, if I want to say I come from Persia, I would say io vengo, I come, or just vengo. Io vengo, I come da, from Persia. I come from Persia. Io vengo da Persia, or io vengo da Iran. I come from Iran. You can name your country and well, everything is solved. Now, let's talk about when you want to apologize. Well, there are many ways. For example, a very important word for saying you're sorry is that spiacente. Spiacente means sorry. So, to use that, you just need the verb essere, to be. Io sono spiacente. I am sorry. Io sono spiacente or sono spiacente. I am sorry. And you use it when you have done something wrong and well, you are apologizing for that. Now, another way to apologize is mi dispiace. Well, you know the verb piacere from the session of the objective pronouns. Now, dispiacere is just the negative of that verb. Piacere means to be pleasing, and so dispiacere means not to be pleasing. Okay? So when you say mi dispiace, this mi is the indirect objective pronoun to me. Mi dispiace, dispiace. It is unpleasing to me. Okay? And you use it when, for example, someone tells you bad news. For example, a person tells you, my grandpa passed away, and you say, oh, mi dispiace, I'm sorry. Okay, that's very easy. Now let's go to the next topic. This is very easy. Mi dispiace, it is unpleasing to me, that I said where you use it. You can also use it to say I'm sorry when you have done something wrong, but it's more common to say it in that way. And also io sono spiacente, I am sorry, that is usually used to say when you have done something wrong. Now, for the next topic. Someone tells you that he's sorry. Someone tells you mi dispiace or io sono spiacente, and you want to answer that. Okay, there are many ways in Italian, at least. One way is tranquillo. It's a very beautiful phrase that means calm down or don't worry. Literally means calm down, but it also means don't worry. For example, someone has done something wrong and says io sono spiacente, and you say tranquillo, don't worry, calm down, it's nothing, doesn't important, doesn't matter. Well, so this thing. But again, if that person that you are saying this to is a woman or a girl, you say tranquilla, tranquillo, tranquilla. Very easy. Just as I said, O is the sign for the masculine singular and A is for feminine singular. Tranquillo, tranquilla. Very easy. Now, another way to say is by using these two words, niente or nulla. Both of them mean nothing. Niente means nothing. I mean, literally means nothing. And nulla means nothing again. So if you want to answer again to that phrase, io sono spiacente or mi dispiace, you say di niente. Doesn't mean something proper in English, but in Italian it can mean something like it's not important, don't worry about it. And yeah, it's a very common way actually to say it. So di niente, it's nothing. Di nulla. Very easy. Now for the next topic. I said something at the beginning of this session that I usually don't say in the beginning of the sessions. I said, well, ciao amici, benvenuti al facile come italiano like always. Hello friends, welcome to Easy as Italian. And then I introduced myself, io sono Reza, and then I said, è un piacere conoscervi. What does it mean? Well, means it is, as you know. And piacere means to be pleasing or pleasing. And un means one. So è un piacere, it's a pleasing thing. What? Conoscervi. Conoscervi. Conoscere means to know or to meet someone. Okay? It's a verb. To know or to meet someone. What is vi? Don't you remember? The second person plural. Vi. Actually, an objective pronoun for the second person plural. And it's a direct objective pronoun. to meet you. You all. To meet you all. So, the meaning would be è un piacere. It is a pleasing thing. Conoscervi. To meet you all. It is a pleasing thing to meet you all, or it's a pleasure to meet you all. È un piacere conoscervi. Now, if you want to say it just to one person, it would be è un piacere conoscerti. Very easy and simple. Now, the important thing I wanted to talk about. You know, in Italian, when you want to call someone with a polite way, you know, in a polite way. I mean, for example, in English, there's not something like that. You just say you, and well, that can be polite and also impolite. I mean, not impolite, I mean in a common and friendly way. But in Italian, there are differences. If you are just calling someone in a friendly way, it would be tu. But when you're calling someone who is important to you or you respect a lot, you use lei, that is the third person singular for the feminine form. Lei, she. So you kinda used to call him or her she, okay? May sound a little weird, but well, this is the way to do that. Now, if you want to say this sentence in a very respectful way, you want to use lei. Okay, the direct objective pronoun for lei was la. So, è un piacere conoscerla. It is a pleasure to meet you. Doesn't have any difference actually for English people, but in Italy, it is very important to remember this thing when you meet someone and you don't know him or her very much. You use this form, è un piacere conoscerla. Okay? And well, it doesn't matter if that person is older than you or younger or even, I don't know, you know her for many years or it has been just some seconds that you have met. You should use lei if you respect him. So, be careful. And well, this was the thing for this session. The session is over. I hope it would have been very useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe and also like this session. I'll see you in a couple of days and have a nice week.